Hi all, welcome to my channel, welcome to my world. This is the world away and it's the end of the week. Today I'm going to be doing the next 5 stages of the Deagostini Collectibles release and build the 1/6 scale Ford Shelby Mustang GT500. So look, I'm slowly going through replacing all of my old shirts to a smaller size now. There's my robot shirt, and that is available in my merch store. All the links for that sort of thing are down here. But today, we are going to be doing the Ford Mustang. And if you want the link for this, don't know if this is available, you will need to check it, but I have put the link for that in the video description, and there's also that QR code on the screen. Now, no idea what we're doing today. Quite big parts, so I do think it's going to be quite quick. Normally, the bigger the parts, the quicker it is, but we're going to find that out together. So, without further ado, let's get cracking. And look, check this out. So today we also got a binder for our magazines. This one's already made for us. We haven't got to make this one, so that's good. It's how it comes, just like that. But here is the Stage 59 magazine. So let's see exactly what we are doing. We have got a dashboard. So we've got the dashboard here, and it looks like we've got some sort of grille to put in. Once that's in, it looks like that's all we're doing. So you know what? I'm going to bundle this stage up. God, that was quick. Okay, there was 2 pages, but I've just had to double check that to see if there's anything more involved that we're actually doing. So this is stage 60 as well. So let's have a look at that. Here's the magazine. And this time we've got the glove compartment, fuse cover and parking brake. So I think this whole pack is all to do with this dashboard here. So we're going to be putting all of this into place. So let's do these 2 stages together. So here's the dashboard for stage 59. Let's get this open. It's big. It's very big. Everything about this build is big, as you can see there. And once again, I'm going to show it next to my head. That's just the dashboard. Crazy, huh? Now, with these grills, I'll show you on the top camera, you have got an inner face, and the inner face has these notches on it that you can see there. It's the notches that we need, because we're going to need to fold these tabs over. And that's exactly what I'm going to do first. So we're folding them at the point of the first notch. Now, I tend to use my duckbill pliers for this because I get a cleaner bend when I bring it over just like that. Do the other side. And these are going to be going into the channels that we can see just at the top here. So if I just put one in, make sure these tabs go all the way through on each side. And you know, there is a way it goes, because one of these sides here, I've just realised, is shorter than this side here, the long side. So this is going to go this way round and ensure that that fits nice and flush in there, just like that. Once it's in there, I'm just going to get my tweezers and use the other side to flatten these tabs down. What you want to do is make sure you hold that grill to stop it popping back out while you do that. Perfect. And there we go. That's one grill in place. I'm going to do the same on the other side. So bend up these sides, put them in here, and then fold down the tabs from the other side. And there you go. With both of those in place, that's all there is to do in that stage. So stage 60 has all of these little details like the glove box here. There is an electric lead in here as well, which is actually a switch. And the first thing we're going to want to take is the glove box, looking just like this. And that's just going to be going into this area here. So that's just a case of putting it in just like that and clipping the hinge in like that there. So now this is able to open and close. Perfect. Now I've got a bag of small details here. Let's get them open. And I need this ignition switch first, which has got a keyhole pattern on it. Bring over this section. As you can see, this is just going to be going down the bottom. Push that in. That's how that looks. And then I need a PS21 screw. Just looking through my screws here, which is this one, to secure it in from the other side. So just screw that in here. Perfect. Then I'm going to be taking this exterior light switch, looking just like that. That's going to go into this hole here. That's held in with a PS17 screw. Let's get this open. Now this is a tiny flange screw, as you can see. God, that wasn't actually easy to get in at all. It's hard to get that screw screwed in there, but as you can see, finally got it. Then I've got a panel to put in, which is just going to go into this point just here. Fits in, get it the right way around this way. So there's notches at the bottom. And that's going to be held in with a PS11 screw. Another flange screw, slightly bigger this time. Which just goes into here. Perfect. The glove compartment base, which looks like that. That's going to go into the position probably best on the top camera, just on top here. So it's lining up these 3 holes. They're going to be held in with PS25 screws. So get all of these in. Then I want to take this switch, just give it a couple of presses, make sure that works. That's going to be going into this little indent down here. So this sits in just like that. So that when I push this, it's going to be pushing the screw up against the switch. Perfect. And then I'm going to be taking a bracket, put that over the top of that. It's going to hold this into place. Now I'm attaching the bracket with a PS25 screw. Get that in. And now we just want to check that that operates when I push this switch. You can hear that click. Hopefully. There's definitely a click there, but that works perfectly. All I've got then is the parking brake lever, which looks like this. That's going to be going just underneath this section through that hole there. So that's a case of pushing in, so it looks like that there. All I've got left is the fresh air ventilation knob, which looks like that. And that's just going to go next to that in the hole that I've got here. Just pushing that in, and that is all there is to do in that stage. So, stage 61. Here's the magazine. Looks like we've got some trim now, and the dashboard dials. Now, these are adhesive dials, so they're just adhesive, but they're not decals. I can stick these on. Stick these on here like this. Put them all into place so that the dials are in just like that. And this is the rest of the magazine. Let's do that. So, again, another massive section this is. Let's get these open. And I've got all of these lenses here, but it's this lens that I want first. So I'm just putting these stickers in where they go onto these dials here. You need to make sure that you've got it round this way, as you can see. Take out the middle hole on these ones. Okay, so once that's done, that should look like that. Then I'm going to be putting some centers on these dials here. So I want to take a lens, put one of these centers through. I'm going to do one of the small ones first. And then I'm going to be pushing this into the front here. Get it in hard. So then that's how that looks. Do the same with all of the rest of them. And there you go. That's how that should look. And then bring over this section here, and I'm just going to be pushing this into place. So pushing that all the way in. Check that out. That looks excellent. That's all there is to do in that stage. So in stage 62, here's the magazine. We're going to be doing the dashboard inlay and Shelby emblem, putting all this together now. Looks like we're adding some details to that bit of trim that we've just been working on, and then we do get to mount this to the dashboard just like that. And this is the rest of the magazine. So just open stage 62. And as you can see, the first thing we've got is these Shelby stickers, which are going to be going onto this mount just here. So let's get these in. This is why I use tweezers for this. I'll put them all in and show you what it looks like. And there you go. That's how that looks. Now we've got this inlay, which we're going to need to be putting on top of this section just here. So this is going to be going over the top of what we can just see here like this. Push that in. It does make it really pop. Check that out. Now, I've got some trim to put in place. You see the buttons on these clear sections? So these are going to light up when I put them in. This one's going to go in here. If I just push that down, that gives you an idea of how that looks on that side there. And I'll be doing the same on this side. So that looks just like that. Excellent. Then I've got the emblem we've just created. Turn this over. That's going to be going in the front just here. And then I get to bring this over with what we've created just here. So it's going to go on top of this section here. And I'm just going to mount this in just like that. Oh, wow, that looks good. That looks really good. Now I need some PS25 screws. Just trying to find them here. They're here. And it's 3 of these which are going to keep this into place. So one down here, one this side, and then just one in the middle just here. And now I need some PS20 screws, which I've got here. And these are just going to hold those indicator trims into place. So one here, doesn't need to be too tight. And one on the other side just here. Then all I'm going to do is take this dial cover. It's going to be going over the top of this section this way round. So it's going to sit in just like that. And that's going to be held in with PS20 screws. That's those silver screws again. And then finally, because it's something I always do these instructions completely out of order. I've got some PS21 screws here. These are tiny screws. That's going to hold this emblem in here. This side, so let's get them in here. Excellent. And with that in place, that's what it looks like from behind, but that is looking pretty good. That's all there is to do in that stage. So the last stage of this pack is stage 63. Here's the instructions. And we're just going to be doing the car radio and the central dashboard dials. So all of these parts here go in together. So by the end of it, I'm guessing dashboard's looking pretty good. We can actually mount this to the front side floor pan as well. This is the rest of the magazine. So we did work on this in the last pack, but I did bring over the floor pan as well. We're going to need that. Let's open all of these parts up in here. So first sections I need are this one here, looking like that. And I also need the radio, looking like this. And I'm going to be putting these stickers in. So radio one first. It goes on the indented side here. I'm just pushing that on. That's how that looks. And I'll just put the other 2 dials on this one. Now the radio is going to go into this lovely chrome indented section here, just at the top. When I push that in, you'll see exactly how that looks. That looks brilliant. And then I've got these knobs here to put in either side. Let me just make sure that's pushed all the way down. Push the knobs in. There's one other thing left to do here though. We do have a clear lens to go over the top of this. So when I push that in, now that's a completed radio. Okay, bring over the dashboard, what we've been working on. I'm going to be putting this into place. It's just going to go into here, just like that. And it's held in from the other side with a PS25 screw. Actually 2 of them. So I'll just screw these in. One here and one just on the other side here. And then pretty much the same thing on this one. What I'm going to be doing here is I'm going to be putting the lenses just into this mount for these dials I'm about to put in. So one there. And one there. Take the section that we put the dials on here. That's going to go over the top like this. So now they look like that. And then this is going to be going into this cavity just here. Like this mount. Again, a PS25 screw. I'm just going to hold that in. Just through there. Perfect. Put that to one side. I'm just going to be putting now this dashboard cover over the top of this section. It's going to be going this way round. Probably best on the top camera. It's going to be fitting over the top of this section just here like that. Held in with PS25 screws. So 2 screws to hold this in. Now the dials that we just created, if you again look on the top camera, I'm going to be putting this through the hole just here So it's going over the top of this section, just there like that. And again, holding that in with a PS25 screw, just like this. And then let's show you how that's looking. Lovely. And then I'm going to get to mount this into the front dashboard. Oh, what's fallen out there? That's the knob for the radio. Let me just put that back in. So quite simply, again on the top camera, this is just going to be fitting over the top of these two sections here. You can pretty much see exactly where they're going. I do want to make sure the tabs on the side are going into those indents that you can see there. So let's get one in this side there. Get the other one in on the other side. Perfect. And then that's going to line up these back sections here as well. Now, I'm not sure what happens to this wire at the moment, but it's not trapped. I can still put it under there if I need to. I've got some flanged PS11 screws. That's what's going to hold the dashboard into place. So let's get two of these in. Perfect. And with that in place, that is all there is to do in that stage. That's all there is to do in that pack. I really enjoyed that. I really enjoyed that. So if you want to see how big this is, there you go. Check that out. Look at it. It's ginormous. 1/6 scale, remember. I don't know if this is available. You will have to check in the video description and also that QR code on the screen. But until next month, when I think we should be getting the next delivery for that, I really hope you like that video. If you did, please remember to give me a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed already, please remember to subscribe. Take care.